about last night. What happened last night? I got to hang out with Europe. What did Europe think and say? Aside from the usual pleasantries of, oh, it's not like this in Europe. Oh, this is different here in Texas, Republic of Texas, country within a country. I learned that Europe is incredibly feminist driven, where men are living in the matriarchy of Europe. One, not even trying to cold open, where talking to heterosexual females as a person fresh in from Europe with a cute little European accent should garner much female interest. Just start talking and women throw themselves at you because of the accent. You think that that would be leveraged, but is this high agency? It is not high agency. It is low agency, which is low agency. Which is low agency. Let's go over low agency as we solve entrepreneurship while alluding to the cold approaches and vagina whispering and pussy magnets and lead generation, which is, oh, but I'm neurodivergent. What? Did you just come up with some complicated phrase for I don't want to try? That's so much of low agency. Oh, but if I lived in wherever you live that isn't where you're currently living, for example, oh, but I would have this confidence if I lived in Silicon Valley. No, you would not have this confidence in Champaign-Urbana before you moved to Palo Alto, because you need to not just use where I live as a low agency excuse. Stanford. Oh, every time I see Stanford, I think I couldn't get in. Whereas what you should be thinking is, oh my God, the classes are written at the 7th grade level. Let me learn about entrepreneurship in the best business school for startups, Stanford Engineering. Thank you for blocking me, because you can't stop it. You can only contain it. The awesome energy and genius shit of Larry Chang. Stanford. Winning because you have access to Chad and Steve's website, YouTube, for Stanford videos. Stanford Engineering, #1 in entrepreneurship education. Oh, you're a name dropper. Low agency thinks that it's who you know, not what you know. Name dropper is not realizing that when I'm mentioning a famous person, it's not name dropping, it's me bibliographying, where it's not only who I know, it's who taught me what in order for me to have high agency. So low agency is not seeing it's a bibliography. Low agency is, oh, you are just bragging about famous people. High agency is this famous person told me to do this, and then I told the famous person how I got better. So it's a live action bibliography. Oh, kind of like MMPPI, mentor mention per press interview. Where did it happen that is a sexy story? Kobe Bryant. Mr. Bryant, hi, I'm Larry Chang. You haven't met me before, but I read a thing that you did where you said the world is my library. And Kobe, I want to ask you a question. Do you realize your press conferences are actually your bibliography? Wait. You're Larry Chang? Hi. It's great to meet you. So, what do you mean press conferences and bibliography? Well, if the world's your library and you're citing specific people that helped you during your press conferences, that's like a back of the book bibliography. What are you going to do for dinner? We should hang out. You're welcome. Because it's not name dropping that my dog, Tom Brady, the dog, knows Kobe Bryant. It's not name dropping. It's incredibly specific. That's how. And crazy story gets crazier, which is it happened after the Jeremy Lin basketball game, February 11, during Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week. Have I ever mentioned that I like going to New York Fashion Week? Scarcity mindset. Low agency people think that the world is incredibly scarce, and also the information. I don't get how anybody thinks that anything's scarce when everything seems super plentiful. Page 124, page 136, low agency. Betas. Betas do beta things, which is page 136, rational male. Oh, and another page, page 124. By saying things like beta males say. I can't even repeat it because if I were to repeat it, it would be a joke. And then that joke would take root, and then I would jokingly say what was on page 124. It has to do with crabs in a pot. It has to do with dragging people down that are not necessarily alphas, but are doing alpha tasks. The government. But if the government were to be better, then I would have better results. The government's always going to suck. The bigger it gets, the worse life sucks. Leverage. Naval Ravikant talks about in his tweet storm how to be rich. And leverage is so much easier if you've got some agency, not even high agency, and an eye towards creating a treasure map of leverage. Small, large, which is what leverage is, where if you can't use a social media springboard, not a platform is elevated. A springboard is a launch pad. If you can't find leverage in media, what are you even not writing down? The patriarchy. Every time you hear the word patriarchy, think and hear proof of work. That's it. That's why I'm your daddy, is because proof of work. Patriarchy. It's not the fact that I was born with the extra brain cells, or born with a Y chromosome, or born with a beautiful penis. It's because of proof of work. I mean, those are all true, but it's also more specifically proof of work with this second iteration of 15 low agency components, which is also day 48 of the 99 Days of Christmas low agency. A baker's dozen set of low agency. It's just a piece of paper. College is not just a piece of paper. College is proof that you were able to budget your time in being a student athlete. It's not just a piece of paper when I can learn the equivalent of an econ degree that's a 4-year degree at some other school in less than 7 months. That's not just a piece of paper. That's realizing that the triumvirate at Los Angeles Fire Department would take them 170 years to get a 4-year engineering degree in thermodynamics and fire suppression from the University of Illinois. And water maintenance, water management, water curation. Oh, is it just a piece of paper? Coming up with excuses for your dog. My dog has leash insecurity. I can't explain further than you transferring and projecting your deficiencies onto your dog. Where your dog sucks at social, you suck at social. Where your dog can't say hi to other dogs, you can't cold open new vajayjay. My dog has leash insecurity telegraphs the fact that I'm talking to and walking by and walking around the person with low agency. Low agency, flagship trait, my boss won't promote me, or people won't hire me to give me a chance. Aren't you going to just proceed anyway? That's high agency. That's external API, is you don't wait for a VC to pretend like he's your boss. And I'm not your boss just because I'm bossy. I'm not going to hire you, because why would I hire you when you're not even listening? Because I'm actually networking for people who could be my boss. Not good at listening, because it's painful. And it isn't just the fact that, oh, people are yelling at me, I feel like you're yelling at me. It's just that you are actually allergic to listening because your brain doesn't have any wrinkles, because there's not enough plasticity in that little hymen that protects your brain, because you have not conjured up a thought into action. How tight was that? Super. When I'm your age, I'll be good at baseball too. When I'm your age, I'll be good at sales. Also, magically, by diffusion of skills in the world, they'll just diffuse into me. It's osmosis into you. Or maybe you don't know the difference in chemistry, which is a basic, not even college chem. Steven Zumdahl, you're a genius. Thank you for helping me graduate with the highest #1 starting salary, University of Illinois. That record still stands. University of Illinois, Steven Zumdahl, thank you. Which is, when I'm your age, I'll be good at sales. Why don't you ask what I did in the first 15 steps versus, oh my gosh, you're magically so good. Are you a pussy magnet? What? No. I mean, yes, but I also did these other tasks for how do we cold open so that way we don't go out on Friday night and be like, oh, those girls are chunky. Oh, those girls are obese. Oh, something negative. It can be positive because there's 3 hot girls and they are lonely. They need a person who's able to cold open and network and go from crashing my little table of 5 girls to VIP of the night. But I'm sick. Agency. If you can't take care of your body and you're always sick, that's you not even carrying and cherishing the temple that your brain resides in, your body. So when you're saying stuff like, but I'm sick, or I tend to get the flu like 6 times a year, you should get the flu 0 times in your life. That's the mental vaccine word that sounds with vaccine. That's that word. So that's your mental floss. That's your mental exercise to be slightly better. External deliverables versus internal deliverables. A useless founder just focuses on internal meetings. Oh, maybe I can hire somebody to do my VP of sales work. Oh, maybe I can offload some of this work that would triple my company because I want to delegate that to somebody. Nope. All 5 founders, all of us code, all of us sell. Do you want to be a co-founder, a tech and hustle co-founder of Email Publish Post? You're welcome, because that's a franchise. Does that franchise fee cost $700K? No. It's $7. I'll set you up with a franchise. It's called Email Publish Post. This is your first chance to make money and then invest money, where you're selling web pages that are published via email. That's why your company will be called some sequel concept to Email Publish Post. So, problem. Restaurant owner doesn't have a landing page or a website. solution, email, publish, post. Or you would be, it'd be Hot Girl Entrepreneurship Club posting, or Kennedy's email, publish, post. They pay you $25. They email a special email address, larry@duck9.com, and that email gets published. Unlimited edits, unlimited corrections, where they can send 12 sentences, 2 pictures, and 1 new landing page, 1 new blog post will be created. Email, publish, post. So if your name is Randy, it'd be Randy's email, publish, and post.com. Or you can just do generic email, publish, post.com and sell the $15 landing page. You keep the money, and then I'll do your first few pages. So that way your cost for programming is 0. Internal deliverables is, oh, I want to code and build a product that maybe nobody wants. Whereas external deliverables is, okay, it's Saturday, let's go hand out 30 cookies and let's try to get some strangers to throw some cash our way. Low agency is not being able to move furniture. Moving furniture is the highest agency thing that you can do in a room, where you move furniture to solve a problem. How useful was this video? Super helpful, right? It's great hanging out.